We begin reading today from chapter 25 of the Gospel of Matthew, which begins the last discourse in the Gospel of Matthew, known as the eschatological discourse. The English word eschatological comes from the Greek eschaton, which means the last things, the things of the afterlife. They are about how each one of us will be judged when we have to stand before God. The discourse begins by Jesus telling a parable. And the parable is a common one. It is known as the parable of the 10 virgins or the 10 bridesmaids. 10 bridesmaids are invited to go to a wedding. And already at the beginning of the parable, Matthew lets out the secret when he tells us that 5 were wise and 5 were foolish. The question is, why does he call 5 wise and why does he call 5 foolish? We come to know only at the end of the parable. So the 10 bridesmaids take their lamps and are waiting for the bridegroom to come. But the bridegroom is delayed. No one knows when he will turn up, and because it is the bridegroom's wedding, the bridegroom has the prerogative to come whenever he wants. And so the bridesmaids have to be ready. Even as they wait, all 10 fall asleep. But then at midnight there is a call, and the bridegroom has arrived. And the bridesmaids now have to enter the wedding hall with the bridegroom. Of the 10, only 5 can enter the hall and 5 are left outside. And so the question is, why were the 5 given entry into the hall? And why were the 5 left outside? And the reason which Matthew gives us at the end of the parable is that the 5 who went in had oil in their lamps and were able to show the light even as they led the bridegroom into the hall. The 5 who were foolish and could not gain entry into the wedding hall had no oil in their lamps and so could not light the way of the bridegroom. What does oil in this context refer to? Oil very clearly refers to the actions that I have performed, to the deeds that I do. If my faith, like the faith of the 5 foolish virgins, is only verbal, theoretical, it means I'm unprepared to go into the hall. If my faith, like that of the 5 wise virgins, is a faith that is in action and shown in action, then I have oil in my lamp and I'm able to go into the wedding hall with the bridegroom. Do I have oil in my lamp? Is my oil the works that I do? How will I show today that I do have oil in my lamp and I'm able to enter into the wedding hall with the bridegroom?